In this particular exercise, we are going to create some type that looks like it is gold. So we're going to start by creating a new Photoshop file. The name of it will be period number underscore your last name underscore gold type. The size of the document will be 640 pixels by 480 pixels, 72 pixels per inch, and then click OK. Now we actually want our background color to be black. For this, it just shows the gold text better. So choose black as your foreground and fill the screen or fill the page with black. Then let's go ahead and flip so that white is your foreground color and get your type tool or horizontal type tool. The font that we're going to use for this is going to be Stencil Standard. And you can go, of course, to your list or you can start to type it in, but this is it right here. Once I get it, I'm going to go ahead and type the word gold. It does type it in all caps for me. And I might want to increase the size of it a little bit. Let's try 175. That'll work. And I'll just move it and try to position it in the center of my page. Now, if yours does not look like this, there is a chance that you maybe have some settings in either your character or paragraph panels that you need to change, such as your vertical or your horizontal scaling, your leading, or your tracking. So make sure you check it if yours does not look like this. Now we're going to use the layer styles, and in order to use the layer styles you have to double click over here to the right of the layer and our layer style panel will pop up. We're going to start with the Bevel and Emboss, so I'm going to click up here. Make sure it's checked and that it's highlighted, because you can check it but actually be on a different place. Okay, so make sure that you are on there. We're going to start with an inner bevel and we're going to change the technique to chisel hard. And it's going to be 100% up. The size of this will be 125 pixels. So that puts kind of a sharp slope here from the center down. The soften it will be 0. And then we're going to change the gloss contour to ring. Now, if yours does not look like this, I want you to know that you can come here to the little gear, which is your options, and you can choose to see a large list. That's how I'm looking at it right now. Oops, that's not the one I wanted though. Also, if the ring does not appear, which I think it should, you can come down here and choose contours and then append, and it will add to it. Okay, so ring is the one I selected, and I want to make sure that I check this anti-alias box next to it. That just helps keep it smooth. Then I'm going to go up here to contour, check that, and the only change I'm going to make here is again with this anti-aliased checkbox to smooth it out. We're going to apply a color overlay to this, and by default Photoshop tries to apply red. This is not the color that we want, so we're going to have to come to the color picker and we're going to type in an RGB code, red, green, blue, because that's the color mode that we use when we're creating web graphics. So I'm going to type 247. And a little tip here, instead of using your mouse to click in the next box, if you find the tab key on your keyboard, tab will take you to the next box where you can just type the next number, which is 170. Tab again, and the last number is 59. And that gives us the start of the gold look. The next style that we're going to check here is going to be Satin, which is just above the color overlay. We're going to start off by changing the blend mode, and you should know that the blend modes play a great part in how things appear on your document. So right now it's at multiply. I am changing it to screen. Okay, and it's really starting to look gold. I'm going to change the color of it to white. Right now it's black, and so that's what it's screening it with. But if I come down here into my hexadecimal, I can type FFF, and it's the code for white, and I can click OK on that. Then I'm going to change my distance to 21, and I'm going to change the size to 60. Okay, and you can see a big change when I typed that in. I'm going to change the gloss contour to half round. And I want to make sure that this invert is checked. And once I have this, I might need to go in here and adjust my distance a little bit and play with it and see what gives me the best look. And I'm going to actually bring it up back up to 21. I think that is the best. If I play with the size of it, yeah, I'm actually going to bring the size up a little bit. I have it at 79 right now. I like that. And then I'm going to click OK. And now I have my gold text. And again, if you would have chosen a different font for any of those, or for this text, then we might have needed to adjust some of the numbers in here to make do with the text, okay, or to make the different text look better. So I'm going to choose my crop tool now, and I'm going to crop actually from all sides, because this is a little bit big, and I want to try to get it to where it's there in the center. There we go. And then you can go and file save as. Remember, you're saving it to your Photoshop folder in schools as a Photoshop file so that you can go back and edit later if needed. Then, because we're done, we will save it as a JPEG to upload to our Google Sites.